low battery. Oh no, and nobody's here. Well, somebody's here. I got a low battery. Yeah, gee whiz. What does that mean? Um, well, see if anybody comes on before my battery goes dead. Who's that? Hi, Diane and Highland. Hi, Lucas. How are you guys? I wish I had my guitar here. If I thought I was coming here, I would have brought my guitar. Look where. Look at these dang birds. Pretty, ain't it? It's sensational. I love the ocean. Oh, if you see those mountains over there, if you see the pier there, there's mountains behind it. That's where I shot the video for a song I'll be putting up very soon called Strongman. Strongman. Yeah. Let's see. Hi, Julie. How are you? Hi, Amy. Harmony. How are you? All is well here. I'll still be here a while. It's the weirdest thing. I can't begin to tell you. Hey. I can't begin to tell you. Interrupting. Not even in English they're interrupting me. I can't begin to tell you. I can't begin to tell you. Miracles are happening here. I see God's hand moving in a million ways, and I don't know what he's got in mind. I just wrote a song about it because I really don't know what he's got in mind, but there's so much going on besides me getting well. I am healed already, but besides me getting completely rid of symptoms, which are all invisible now, there's a whole lot of stuff going on that has nothing to do with the reason I was here in the first place. I had a couple of, there are days when, there are moments, I'm here by myself for almost 3 or 4 weeks now, which can be weird. Thank God Timothy and Vicky are here. They're a couple of hours away, but they come down. And Mary and Kevin are close by, so I see them a couple of times a week at least. We eat breakfast. Today we had went to church in the park, and it was really nice. And besides that, I spend a lot of time alone. And obviously Rosie and the babies are coming to visit, Rodney and Terry's coming to visit. But everybody's got stuff they have to do, and I don't expect them to stick around here. So there are moments, that get really kind of weird. Too much time to think. And then somebody says words that kind of suck, that aren't true. And, but God is absolutely amazing, and I'm learning. What I'm learning. The other day I had to go pick something up and bring it somewhere else, all for the medical stuff. I'm getting lost on the highway. Where I had to go was an hour from where I stay, and my brain was starting to do what a brain does when you let, I don't know if it's fear or just ugliness, thoughts. People say words, and kind people say words, and sometimes they kind of backfire, and they keep running through your head. And I called Terry, I called Rosie, and I started saying stupid stuff, really stupid stuff. Like I was on the phone with Terry, and I was just saying stupid stuff, like it's not like I was giving up, and really there's nothing wrong, but I guess I was just spending too much time by myself. They're selling ice cream there. These lousy ice cream bars. No way, but they're like $7. It's crazy. Like the worst kind of imitation good humor. Nice fella, I'm sure. They don't want your ice cream. Anyway, and I talked to Terry, and I was saying stupid stuff that would probably scare her. Kind of going like, why God, what's going on? Meanwhile, there's miracles going on every day. And I said, let me get off the phone because I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything. I was talking stupid. And I'm lost trying to find this place. That's my fault. And I find it. And I was going to a doctor's office and I had to pick something up. And it was a dentist actually. And I had seen this woman last week. And she was so sweet and she's so accomplished. She looked like she was 12 years old. And I think she's probably in her 40s. She has a few kids, husband and a few kids. And just so kind and so sweet. And everybody in the office is so sweet. Anyway, so I get there the other day in my kind of when I'm kind of going to pieces in my head. And I'm like talking to God in the car like I don't talk to God, and I'm like, why? What is going on, Lord? What is going on? And I get to this office, and they keep me waiting for a minute. I was just there to pick something up, and I told the lady at the reception, look, I'm here to pick something up. I'm going to be late because I had to bring it to another doctor, and they brought me into where the dentist was, the sweet lady, and she gives me a hug. How many dentists hug people? And I had seen her the week before, and she had like a scarf hat on, and being that my hair is gone, it was getting weird, so I kind of shaved my head. I'm not going to show you. My beard is so light, it's scary, but anyway, I'm all right. So when I went in the other day, this is on my miserable day, and after praying and after talking to Terry and Rosie, probably scaring the shit out of them, God went to work on me. And this lady, who I don't know at all, bought me a hat, bought me one of these scarf hats, and it's really wild and colorful. And I look like Keith Richards when I put it on, only not as ugly. And that you crush me. I mean, why, you know, God just set me up with kindness. And she was so kind and so sweet. And everybody in the office. And then I went to the next place. And the doctor there was just, he was a young man that I'd met before. And again, so kind and so sweet. And by the time I left places I didn't ever want to be, God had put me all back together. And I had so much joy and so much I was so excited about what's next. And the whole Beauty for Ashes thing, I'm seeing it unfold right before my eyes. I will not get into it now, but there are things brewing. I can say like the main scientist, the doctor Patrick Soon-Chong has become my friend, and he's a big fan of my music and wants to be involved, and wants me involved in helping them what they're doing. I've been singing up at the clinic for people, and I promise you, God has marched before me. So many folks in so much trouble, so much worse than anything I've ever experienced and will ever experience. Heartbreaking stuff, and now they finally found this place where they will get real help as opposed to the medieval stuff that modern medicine or ancient medicine, medieval medicine seems to want to do to people. And so I go up there and they ask me to sing for some new patients, and I pray for them and I lay hands on them. And I don't know who's Christian, who's Jewish, who's Christian, who's whatever, and I just do it, and I sing, and I talk to them like I talk to you, and I pray for them. And that's all I ever wanted. That's why I do this. I just want to help. And it's not unselfish. I do it because I love to sing, and I love to speak on God's word and share testimony of what God does and feel connected to Him. So I come here because I think I feel more connected to Him here. Because this, if He could do this, I say it all the time, but if He could do this, what can He do? He could have this in His teacup. So all of that to say, when you're having those, I don't know, what do they call them in the world? They call them dark moment, the dark night of the soul. It could be the dark day of the soul. Just hold on. Just hold on. And don't curse the darkness, but know that it's going away. And he has a plan to redeem you. Just like he had a plan to redeem his son. Just like he had a plan to redeem David, Daniel, Noah, Jonah. And each one of them screwed up in their own ways, making it a little longer trip to get redeemed and get healed. Daniel, David, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. How many? Even Adam and Eve, after they screwed up, what did he do? He made them clothes. He made them clothes. He didn't have a choice. They turned the keys to the kingdom over to the enemy. He had to get them out of there. Because otherwise, if they ate from the tree of knowledge, or from the tree of life, they would have lived forever. And therefore, the devil would reign forever. God would not be able to bring the redemption of his son. There are these birds attacking people's food over there. The stupid police have lousy food on it, like chips and stuff. Give it to the birds. My battery's holding. I wish I could sing a song. I'm writing a bunch of songs I'm really excited about. It's so funny because the record's done and amazing things are going to happen with the record. I promise I will get it to you. It's impossible from here to do that. My brother John Bon Jovi has been absolutely amazing. Yeah, he just continues to amaze me with his kindness. And God is so good. And I'm of a mind that God doesn't know this kind of stuff is going to necessarily happen to us, but he may have an inkling based on he knows the devil and he knows our lives. So just like when Adam and Eve were in the garden, he gave them that option of the tree. Not an option, he put the tree there and said, don't do that. Which then was the only way they had free will, because without that tree there was no free will. They would have been like robots. There would be no way to betray God. But they did. But he had a contingency plan. Did he know they were gonna? No, he wouldn't have put the tree there. He wouldn't have done anything if he knew they were gonna. But he wanted us so bad, he probably would have done. He wanted fellowship with you and I so bad, I believe. He wanted love, free will. He wanted love from people that didn't have to love him, but people wanted to love him, so he put that tree. He wanted worship, and he deserves worship, and he wanted glory, and he deserves glory from people who loved him, not because they had to, but because he was so good. So he put that tree there, and they took the choice. They made a choice. They took from that tree. They ate from that tree, and but he had a contingency plan in place. He had the Jesus plan, and that day, that very day, it went into play. It became the Jesus Initiative. We'll call it now. We should make a movie of Jesus Initiative. See this hat? Is it backwards? Rosie left this when she came. Something about Western wear or something like that. I look like a teenager with this hat on, or a hipster or something. But I promise you, I'm not a hipster. I kind of look like I'm 12 years old here. But so I just to say that to you, when you go through hard times, and I know you do. Obviously, it sounds like the song "Hold On." I'm quoting, but just hold on. Just continue to trust Him. And I think we're always at the threshold of breakthrough. But there's certain things we can't step over that threshold carrying. And I think some of us carry stuff that we got to put down. And I don't know if that's me, because I don't live in unforgiveness. I don't know how not to forgive. But I do think there are things about myself that I haven't forgiven from the past. And I think maybe that's That's something I've had to let go of, and I still probably have to let. And I think it's a process of letting go. I can't stay mad at anybody. I cannot not forgive anybody. I don't care what they do or what they've done. I cannot. It's impossible. I'm not a hero. It's not in my bones to not forgive. It doesn't. It comes naturally to me, not supernaturally. I believe to me to just forgive and completely let it go. Um, but when it comes to me, I think I hold myself accountable, and I think I haven't forgiven myself for some certain things in the distant past, and I think that might have been the way the enemy got to me. Um, because when you have that kind of unforgiveness, I think you almost you almost think you deserve for the other shoe to fall. And I'm not saying I consciously did that, but I think maybe. I don't know. I'll be self-analyzing. That's useless at this point. But you know what I mean. I think you know what I mean. Anyway, I love you guys, and I miss you guys. And if it wasn't for the time difference, I think Timothy would be the only one. Timothy and Vicky and Kevin and Mary would be the only ones up. See, I go play golf late in the afternoon, and I do that to kind of stay sane because, again, I have so much time on my hands here. I only have to go for treatment once a week, and so by the time I get home, it's like 7, 8 o'clock. I eat something, it's like 9 o'clock. For you, it's 11 o'clock. So that's why I haven't been able to get on, and that's not there's lots of stuff. But I'm going to attempt to do that more. I may just come down here earlier in the day, bring a guitar and sit over there and sing a little and talk to you a little bit, hang out with you a little bit, because I really, really miss it. I miss you guys. And I want to see who's here. If my phone goes out, I love you, and I will see you soon. Write me in a hoot. BillyFalcon7@AOL.com. Hey, if you write me a note, send me a phone number. I'll send you the new video, because I don't know how fast I'm going to put it up on YouTube, but I'd like to get it to you guys. So if you'd like to see the new video and hear the new song and maybe a couple other new songs, write me an email and text me. Send me your phone number. If you have my phone number, then just text me, okay? And I will send you a video and maybe a couple of new songs. Because I owe you some songs. That's about it. Let's see who's here. All right, we're gonna go back to the beginning. I hope I don't lose you. Diane, I saw you. Hi, Linda. Hi, Lucas. Saw you. Hi, Julie. Hi, Amy. Hey, Tommy. How are you, brother? You should come down and visit sometime. I can't read that now. What does that say? What? Who's waking up? What? Father God, bless Rob in Jesus' name and make him completely recover in Jesus' name right now. And you should text me that and let me know so I can pray. We'll call me. Super Cracker? Who's that? That's funny. That is not Matt, right? Matt likes salty crackers. I'm Margaret. How are you, sweetheart? Hello, Sacred Terra. Oh, I love you. Absolutely. People I'm working with, that's all they're doing. They stir your immune system. They use some stuff that obviously blow my hair out. Very light version of it, still blow my hair out. I would take my shirt off, but I got no hair on my chest. I look like one of those guys who shaves their chest. Very funny, but thank God I'm slim, so I don't look retarded. Well, maybe I do look retarded. I don't know. Hi, Helene. God bless you. Hi, Linda. Wow. I wish I could see these comments later. I can't, I don't think. Helene. I'm afraid I'm going to lose all of you here. The courses are just nice. The people on the courses are what's beautiful. And I got at least one really good friend I met here, a Christian man from Guatemala. He happens to be gone for a couple of weeks in Guatemala, seeing his mama and doing some mission work. But I miss him. He'll be back. He might be back now. But I miss my golf buddy. And yeah, I play golf almost every day. And I'm lifting weights every day. Here, there's my arm. So I'm in the best shape of my life. It's just we got to get all this cleared up and gone. Hi, Donna. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, Jerry. How are you? It's been so long since I've seen some of you guys. Sure. I know. It's dead, isn't it? We died with Christ and we're raised with Christ. And but sometimes you let stuff linger because you're kind of a hero and you think I did some terrible stuff. I hurt some people. I betrayed myself and my God, I thought, and it just went kind of sideways. And I think I don't know, but that's not important. The important part is to get to it and just let it all go. Hi, Joe. How are you, brother? That's my good buddy, Joe Fair. He's one of the reasons I moved to Nashville. He's a great songwriter and more importantly, a great man of God, a sweet, sweet man, and one of my favorite people on the earth. And I remember when me and Rose's mom would go visit him and his wife and his son out in Long Island. It was like going to, like we were living in Manhattan in a small little room, and we'd go out to Long Island, and it was like space. And we thought, oh, wow, this is like a vacation, and we'd hang out with them. And one thing I always remembered, every time his kid, David, walked by, he'd say, I love you. And they used the word I love you like it was hello. And I absolutely adopted that and learned that from him. I am very, very, very liberal with butter and saying I love you. I just put a lot of butter on stuff, and so I put a lot of I love you on stuff, and it ain't fake. It ain't fake. It needs to be cool. I don't need to be cool. I just want to be kind. Like Terry says, go be kind. Yeah, pretty wild. Yeah, he was playing in front of me and he waved me up, and sometimes I go, oh God, I'm playing pretty good. I'm working on something. I don't want to play with anybody, but you can't say no, so I drove up on him. He's a little Guatemalan guy, has cool hair. And I didn't know we were going to become buddies. We were in separate cars, but man, we hit it off and we started talking about Jesus, and I went to his church, and we were playing a couple of times a week before he left. I had dinner with him and his wife. Before he left, he was going to Guatemala the next day, and he texted me, he goes, I have my wife made soup, it's very good, young man. That's his accent. You want to come get it, or I'll come bring it to you? And I'm going, get the hell out of here. You're going to Guatemala tomorrow? You're going to drive here at 10 o'clock at night to bring me soup? And I wasn't going anywhere either. But he's so kind and so sweet. And, he's a good buddy. God has been very good. But I got so much to tell you as things come a little more formed. Right now it's like a Polaroid picture, and I'm shaking it. Or God is shaking it. I don't know. And I see things forming. I see things forming like for the rest of my life. Like this here is, I'm not going to be defined by being having a problem. I'm going to be defined by the beauty that God is